Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
What do you guys want to talk about? Well, I guess that's about time for us to be back on the show tonight, Mark.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out what happened on this because they're saying that we're having a problem on Facebook. So let me see what happened.
Well, you're not messed up because it's, you curse too much. You're like a sailor. So
no, basically it's just telling us that we lost connection there.
All right. Well, while you're working on that, let me introduce everybody to the show. My name is Brian. With me always is...
I'm Mark, by the way.
It's definitely Mark over there.
Yes.
And tonight, Mark has reached out to a returning champion, a returning guest. Mark, who is that?
Oh, we have the wonderful Landon Harvey on the show.
The bad boy of ventriloquism, Mr. Landon Harvey.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome back, man.
Happy to be back. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate it. Mark is gonna mess with he did something to Facebook. He done made him mad or something. So while he's messing around with that, let's get right into it. So we first started watching you on a little app called TikTok.
Yes.
That's where Mark and I had found you. Mark sent me the thing and was like, "Oh my God, you got to check this kid out. He's absolutely fantastic." And he was absolutely correct. You're better than 90% of anybody else that I've ever seen do ventriloquism. You're funnier. You look better, and you have better character and better charisma, I think, than most.
Oh,
I'm sorry if I'm blowing your head up here. I don't want to overstep, Landon.
No, you're good. I've got multiple heads and puppet heads, so it'll all disperse to them. My multiple personality order, it's fine. Yeah.
That's how you got into this, right? We talked about that a little bit. You were like, yeah, instead of talking to myself, I made these characters so that I could go out and have conversations with them.
Yeah, they've become, at first it was a coping mechanism that turned into a performance of novelty. And now they're like fragments and shards of my personality that people really relate to. So that people might not love me, but they love Biscuit or Mervyn or Bill. And it's been quite a treat to see that kind of explode.
They definitely love you because you're the one that's creating these characters. I mean, if a lot of people don't know, can you tell us again, out of all those characters that you have, how many of those did you make yourself personally?
Oh, I built them all. Yeah. So I've got about 5 main characters, and then I have what I call background characters, kind of like you have in a sitcom or a animated short of some kind. So I have background puppets that I bring out every once in a while, whether it's in my show or on my live streams, my live stream series. And those are always fun to make an appearance. And then I also have the main guys, Bill the Zombie, Jackie, Mervyn is kind of taking the back seat, but he's more in the show. Maggie has made a reappearance, and over time I evolved the look and have kind of honed what I've been presenting. So,
yep.
So basically, each one represents something part of you.
They do, yeah, and I'm very familiar with all of them. And I try to, in a bizarre way, kind of like you get tired of being around your best friend or one of your family members. I have to stay away from them. I just experienced a move, and I haven't talked to them for 2 weeks. And the crazy thing about that is that the moment I get them out is going to be on my next live stream, and we're going to just talk about all of that. And it's, it'll be quite a development to see what they've been up to and how they feel about me now, and their opinions on the move and everything else. So, and that's the beauty of that is it builds time for where I can be away from them, and then the conflict can build in their heads and then be presented to the public. So
perfect. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you how the move went. Hopefully everything went smooth. Nothing's missing. Did you have people move you, or did you guys move yourselves?
We moved ourselves. We drove 18 hours. Yeah.
Woo!
So it went well. All the characters are accounted for. They're around here somewhere, still sleeping, but they're here. And yeah, it's been quite a readjustment, but we're excited.
Haven't talked to him for 2 weeks. Sometimes you can go a week or two without talking to a friend or buddy of yours, but I think you hit that 2 week mark, and it's like, bro, are we still friends? I mean, what's going on?
Hey, Brian, we used to go months without talking.
I was gone all the time though. I was in the military. I couldn't call, couldn't write. What do you want from me?
Well, so I have a question. What is this suicide in crisis lifeline? Is the show that bad?
No. All right.
If you're watching this show,
Okay,
if you're watching this show and you're
okay.
trying to kill yourself, instead of doing that,
Okay. If you have any problems like suicidal tendency, you want somebody to talk to, you can actually put in your phone 988, and you can actually get somebody, and they will help you. Instead of always calling 911 for somebody that's trying to kill himself, they can actually call 988 and get a actual professional person on them. And it's been out there. This number's been out there for a year now.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so you're raising awareness for that.
Yes.
Mark is
Wonderful.
a huge proponent.
I'm a big fan, or not a big fan of suicide. Yeah. Okay. I'm a advocate for suicide because my father killed himself when I was 13.
Oh, wow.
So ever since then, I've been trying my best to help anybody that I can. That they need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to them. They need somebody to be up all night, talking to them, I will. I don't care. As long as I can stop, another person from doing it, I've done my job.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Speaking of up all night, I was going to say, if they are up all night, check out Landon Harvey over on TikTok. That is the name of your show still, right? We haven't changed anything.
Check out Landon Up Late and then call Mark. Yeah, it's great.
There you go.
Yeah. No, that's still the name. Yeah, Landon Up Late. We do these live stream series on TikTok, and then we'll be touring with our show that we're developing right now, which has been a thrill. So it's all been slowly but surely building. Yeah.
Eventually, one day he'll be touring and actually show up in Florida, and we might be able to go to one of his shows.
Yes. Oh, y'all are in Florida. That's great. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little bit of ways away from you, but that's okay. If we do, hey, listen, if we can make the show popular enough, I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but if we could, I mean, we got plans. We want to go and interview people live and do some real live streams.
Hey, check that out. Heather's on here. She's our next week's guest.
Oh, great.
Heather is a part of a little show called The Basement Ladies, and they also have, her husband has a show called The Basement Surge. If you guys are watching, you get a chance, go over and check those guys out. They're absolutely fantastic. We love them. They're a part of our family now, I think. Can't wait to get my BS hat, so I'm still waiting for that.
Did you order it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Guys, before we go any further, Landon, you have a university. I just want to pop this up real quick.
Hi, my name is Landon Harvey. I'm a comedian, writer, but ultimately a ventriloquist. I started ventriloquism when I was just 6 years old after seeing a popular ventriloquist perform at my elementary school. I was enthralled by the magic, the performance, and the comedy of it all. It was so much to take in that it just sparked this creative arc in my mind. Today, I bring you Ventriloquist University, the ultimate university to everything ventriloquism. We teach you the basics and more. The idea is to learn the basics of ventriloquism, to add personality to your puppet and yourself and your dialogue on stage, and then to figure out where to go with that. We've got ventriloquists talking on markets. We've got different techniques. We've got comedy writing courses. And the goal is for this university to grow over the years. as we add lectures and different guests as part of it. I am so excited to be bringing this to you all, and I hope you will consider to be a part of it. And I'll see you inside.
Really, really cool. So can
Yeah.
can you elaborate on your university? That is absolutely fantastic.
Thanks. It's been a year and so in the making. Since I started popping up on social media, I've been getting a lot of messages and emails saying, "Hey, do you have any resources on how I can, or my son can, or my daughter can learn ventriloquism?" They're inspired by you and all the other ventriloquists out there, and they want to take this up. And I really just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do some of these alternative pay for sites, and I didn't want to do a series of like whatever YouTube videos. I really put myself into my work and in everything I do. And so I thought, what's the best way to do this? And I thought, well, I'm friends with all the ventriloquists that have brought me up and that I've been inspired by. So what if I could get them to be lecturers and professors within my university? And that was the idea behind it. Nothing like that has been done. So I went kind of full force with it. And now I host the university, and it's my creation, and I'm able to introduce these newbie ventriloquists into our community, which are all these founders in ventriloquism that specialize in these different markets. So it's been quite a thrill to be able to interview and talk on just different markets and subjects. And we have Jeff Golds, who introduces you to the art of ventriloquism. He teaches the Junior Vent University on the site, and he actually runs a junior class at our convention, our ventriloquist convention. And so he kind of introduces you into the art of ventriloquism. And I've been working with him on the beginner courses for that, and I'm very proud of it, to say the least. And I haven't been promoting the university yet because it's in its final stages of development. But coming here soon, it will be available for subscription, and I'm very excited to build on it in coming months.
Yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I mean, when you were on the first time, I think that's when you said, here's the thing, guys, I've started doing this, and this is where I hope that it goes in the future. And I think that you've come quite a long ways from doing that. I mean, once again, you're how old?
23 in November.
23 years old, doing what you do, and you already have an organization, a university that you're starting to assist and help, and you're doing that with the assistance of other ventriloquists and comedians, I assume, other writers, because I know you're a writer as well. We talked about that a little bit. So I think we got to commend you, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Me and Mark, we started this little tiny podcast, and we go out, we reach out to other podcasters, and we learn from those guys. They don't have a university that teaches us what we need to do. So we kind of just wing it a little bit. But then at the end of the day, we're like, all right, how can we get better? How can we make this show better? What do we need to do? How do we reach out and captivate our audience? Yeah. And they want to see people like you. Well, they our fans absolutely love you.
Oh, great.
You were our first guest, I believe, right? Isn't that right?
Yes,
Mark?
He was our first guest, and I was happy for that one because he was the first one that I actually reached out to say, hey, look, I wanted him as our first guest, and then when he said yes, I was like, oh shit, he said yes. But
it's really just puppets and persistence. That's how I grew up. I would watch all these YouTube videos of ventriloquists, and I go, what is it that makes them better than all the, you say ventriloquist and people kind of cringe at it still. And so it's like, what can you do to to establish yourself as a good artist within that field? And that's what we're doing at the university and building it, and really kind of, it's a lot of inside baseball, which is what I loved as a kid within the art. So it's very exciting.
Before I started seeing some of these ones on TV and stuff, I really didn't know much about them. But then after watching them and then seeing yours and then seeing some of these other ones that do this, I like the art even more instead of just regular comedy. I think it's funny listening to, you talk with your I want to say puppet, but we named it something else last time.
No,
but
he's the puppet master. Remember,
right. Well, no, that's what I kept calling him because I couldn't say the word. But I kept screwing up ventriloquist.
you
All
still
the
can't
time.
get it.
I know.
You can call me a vent, and we're trying to make that popular. It's Landon venting. I'm a vent, the
Venting, yeah.
abbreviated version.
Right.
But yeah.
Here's a question for you. I've noticed on a few other ones, and I'm not going to name names or anything else, but there has been other people that's using the venting name. Does that, make you mad ever?
No, I think
Especially,
it's sweet. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't think you would have a problem with that either.
it's cool. It's like, people want to subscribe to the tribe, so why not? I'm friends with some of them, and I encourage them, and I think the more that we can grow this art, the better. And if that ties to me in any way, then I'm honored. It means a lot. Yeah.
No, I didn't think that he would ever have a problem with that. I mean, you have other ventriloquists out there, and like he said, he's trying to make that word, that venting, just make that's what we're doing. That's instead of having to
It's
say
great.
the whole.
I mean, it's great watching you, argue with your own self, really, but the puppet doing it. I mean, it's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. I mean, my biggest goal, you have some people that are more territorial, and my thing is I just want to create and have fun and inspire. My goal was never to inspire. It kind of just happens along the way while I'm finding myself or myself through all of this. But it's been a real treat to see that I have, and I want to keep up that ability and, encourage the next gen. So,
What is something that you normally tell them when they first ask you, how do you do this? What is the first thing you normally do or tell people?
I don't know. That's hard because they say, how do you do it? And it's so ventriloquism in so many different aspects. It's
Yeah.
like there's comedy writing, there's the acting part of it, there's the separation of you and the puppet. There's a lot of different elements, and I try not to get into all that because it's hard to explain over, a message or a video reply. I tell people that they have to have a passion for this and that it's persistence. I've been doing this since I was 6. So you really have to want to. And I remember being 6 and seeing the big ventriloquist when I was that age and going, I want to be like that. What is it? How fast can I get to that level? And what is it that they're doing? Do I need to hold the puppet differently, or do I need to dress differently? It was just certain things that I would study. And I would recommend that still to them. Study what's been done, what people are doing currently, and figure out who you are, and then figure out who the puppet is. I think that was my biggest problem, is I never figured out quite who I was. I was more worried about the puppets, and it's important to establish who you are and then figure out your partner. Because once you figure out who you are, it's a lot easier to figure out who you need to be, who else you need to be on stage. And that will create the conflict and the comedy, and that will be easier to write for.
Okay.
So I constantly talk to
Loaded question.
What's that?
I said loaded question.
It is a loaded question.
It was. I mean, because you could talk, do the talking and stuff, but you still have to be funny doing it.
And people, you can't just begin like that either. Like, you can't begin and do everything. You have to learn the basics without moving your lips, and you have to learn the puppet, and then you have to learn to be the ending part is learning to be funny. And you think that that's the beginning part. And so it's, through VU, the university, we're learning in stages. You learn in stages and on them. And that's the big thing about it, about being a performer. So, yeah.
When do you think that the university will 100% launch, and how will that go down?
That's a good question.
I know it's another loaded question. I apologize.
We're still working on the mobile version, but the main site is up. There's some tweaking that needs to be done to it, but probably a couple of weeks at the latest.
And how long is the schooling for?
Well, that's the thing, is it's like you kind of do it at your own pace. There's a lot of different videos and courses, and I try to make it very affordable, because if I'm a kid, my parents, when I was growing up into this art, they're like, if you want to do this, you have to save up your money and show us the commitment for it. So it's given me a desire to make this affordable, but something that kids can access, where they can learn, and people of all ages, really. And the goal is to make this an archive. So every month I'm adding on to it. So it really builds as an archive within the art. So we have a lot of our different founders that have been part of it. And we actually have a historian, David Erskine, out of Fort Worth, that has given us a lot of resources that will be uploaded to the site. And we'll offer an allowance to delve into the history of the art, which is fascinating, because you look back at the 1940s of ventriloquism and you see, oh, so and so's doing that today, but they're doing their version of it. So nothing's really original. It's just how do you take something, a concept, and put your spin on it. So yeah, it's
you're going to have
it's quite a
multiple
thrill.
different. You're going to have multiple different courses throughout the university. It's not a pass-fail kind of situation. It's either going to be like, hey, listen, if you stay on course to do this, we'll get you on to this next step. And now let me ask you, if I didn't feel comfortable, let's say in one of the courses, can I switch to something else? Is that going to be something that you're going to allot for, or do I need to take everything that you're offering?
Well, it's ventriloquism is an art that builds on itself. So it's not really, nothing's graded, but it's you're going to this online university to learn. So you're really learning at your own pace, and you are your own critique at the end of the day. And that's the best way that people can improve. We have scheduled sessions that we will be one day offering, where you can actually talk to someone like me or some of these other people and learn with them on your own time, or on a scheduled time, versus just something that's been pre-recorded for everyone to access. But it's really more of, learn it, practice it at your own pace, because that's what I would do. And that's what everyone that's learning, when they learn from a book, they're in front of a mirror. So our goal is to have your laptop, have a mirror, and follow along with the videos. And we have the Junior Ventriloquist University, which is all the beginner courses, learning how to just do the art. And then we have the Senior Ventriloquist University that includes the Junior University, but everything else. So it's, those are the two options that we offer. And it really allows us to kind of go, well, you can just learn the art, or you can learn the art and the market behind it. And I really wish I had a tool like that when I was getting into it, because it would have saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, you have more than just ventriloquism that you're going to be going through here. I mean, it's the whole, like you said, it's talking about, you don't just do this, you do website. What was it we were talking about earlier?
We do social media
presence.
and web design and branding. Yeah.
And branding.
Yeah. And as you get further down the rabbit hole of being a performer, that's very important.
Shit, we might need to take part of that class.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Art design and all that. We might need to, but yeah. Speaking of art design, I was on your one website. What I say it was dummies. Oh shit.
The original dummy.
Yes,
the original dummy.
Yeah, I love the artwork and what it turned out to be in. I love that stuff.
Thanks.
It was cool. And
thank you.
Well, Mark's question was, does he build for other people? And I was like, Mark, I don't think
so.
I think he builds for himself.
He builds for other people.
You do build for other people.
I do.
I remember that from the first episode we did. He was our very first guest, of course, and I'm going to go back to a question that he answered in the very beginning, because Heather did ask it, and I'm going to let him answer it again. Do you feel that like your puppets are a representation of your different personalities? I know the answer to that one, Heather, but I'm going to let Landon say it again.
No, not at all. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they are. They are parts of me that I don't feel comfortable confronting in day to day, that I put in puppet form and felt and fleece and fur and various fabrics and have presented. And I identify as he, them, because it's me and it's everyone else. And these characters are real to people, and it's my job to keep them real and keep them alive and keep them growing in their personality and their conflicts and their day to day. So yes, there will be Ventriloquist University merch in the future. It's all coming. So fun, little I'm just venting shirts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Now I did happen to look at. I don't know if you're going to change the pricing or not, but you had pricing on the university, and it was actually pretty reasonable. But you also have a scholarship thing also?
Yeah, so and that was my goal. Is I want to make it affordable for people. The value that it is for what I'm charging is wonderful, and I really wanted the value to outweigh whatever people would end up paying for it. Um, because that's my one priority is to build the art and the community behind it, to foster the next community. Um, so yeah, we're pretty happy with it. What was your second question?
Oh, the scholarship.
God,
I was reading right before you came on. I was starting to read who the scholarship was, named after.
Yes.
And can you please tell people who it's named after?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's called the Truman Scholarship. It was named and created by Linda Truman, who was the wife of Mark Truman. Mark Truman was a main member within our ventriloquist community. He ran sound and tech for all of our shows at our ventriloquist convention, and he recently passed away. And so she wanted to, in his memory, create a scholarship to promote, to build the presence of the convention, and to offer a young and budding ventriloquist the ability to enter into our convention world. And this year, Brady McAtee won. He submitted in amongst many others and won, and he had a fantastic act. And I was able to meet with him at convention, and we just had him come up on stage, and we were able to present him this award. And it meant so much to me because years ago, Terry Fader put out a scholarship, and that was how I was able to go to the convention. So being able to pay this forward and help Linda in hosting this and offering this has been quite a treat. And now Brady's going to come every year, and he's part of our group. And that's my goal, is to build the community within the art. We were able to get together, all of us young ventriloquists, me, Jack Williams, Megan Casey, Max Fulham, Jeff Gold, and many more, Megan Hall. And we're all doing different markets, performance for different audiences all over. And it's just great to sit down and share stories and see everyone thriving in this art. That's my goal, is for everyone to really lean on each other when we need each other, and build a community in it all, because it's tough and it's nice to have people to call on.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fantastic too. Is the university going to dive in on any of the puppet building and the mechanics of?
Yeah, that's definitely something I've got a lot of puppet building. I would love for it to. And with my new studio that we have here in Las Vegas, where I recently moved, we have that space and that opportunity too. So it's all in the distant future, and it's going to be something I look forward to sharing in terms of puppet building mechanics, and then also building puppets for practical use. Understanding what it takes to build a puppet to be performed with, and for it to be comfortable, and just different things like that. There's certain techniques that need to be done when a puppet's performed on stage versus when it's performed, for like something with the Muppets, where it's all on a screen. So,
yeah. So going back, Mark had mentioned the name of the website where if I submit my artwork of a picture of Mark, you can build that puppet for me. You did it to yourself, bud.
Oh, I could just imagine.
I don't need a host anymore. I'm going to run the entire show by myself. Just hey.
You still don't know how to do none of this stuff, so you still
it
need
doesn't
me.
Matter.
You still need me for the time being.
I am gonna attend the university and learn, and then I'm gonna take over. Is that okay? Landon, you got me right. You're gonna help me out with this. Right?
Oh yeah, from A to B, absolutely, A to Z. A to B and then B to Z. Yeah, that's great.
I like it.
We'll make a puppet of Mark. Yeah, I'm already getting enough inspiration just looking at him.
I could just imagine.
Landon, when you're hanging out with one of your friends, I guess is how I should
puppet or real.
a puppet.
Okay.
Do you ever get to a point where like you're thinking of something in your head, but then you kind of get agitated? Do you dispel that onto that character? You're like, hey, well, you're not moving your lips, dummy. You got to move your lips. Or you're moving your lips. You know what I mean? Like, do you get agitated or angry or anything and do anything kind of silly like that?
Yeah, I think it's all conflict. I would say that a lot of a lot of the reason why people like my live streams is it's because it's me tearing myself apart for people's amusement, and it's my inner demons being let out through,
If
a
you haven't
jackalope or a zombie.
if you haven't seen any of his live shows or any of his
You're
shows,
missing.
yeah, you're missing out because he's absolutely funny. And I mean, like one of them, the very first one I seen, I think it was you were playing like you were drunk, or it was you, or it was the puppet. No, you. And it was funny as hell because it's just something that you don't see that often.
Yeah.
No,
Was
unless
he,
you were.
was he playing that?
I
I'm
at
just
that time,
kidding.
yes. But yeah, it's interesting on how you can sit there and bring the life of the puppet, make people actually believe that the puppet is real. I mean, like Jeff Dunham does. I mean, he went on what was it, Family Feud, and
Okay.
he had Steve Harvey laughing his ass off because he's talking with the puppet instead of to Jeff, and
Oh.
it's
Landon
funny as
does the
hell.
same. Landon does the same thing.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
if you
he
watch
does.
his live
Yes,
shows on
right.
TikTok,
But
people are asking the characters questions.
yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
You get more of that, right? You get more of the fandom asking the characters the questions, and you're just the driver. You're just the guy driving the show here.
Yeah, it really is that, Brian. Even on our Discord, people will allude to inside jokes relevant to the live streams, and I'm like, did Jackie say that? I'm so caught up in the moment, and I'm so divorced from this persona on my right hand that I just kind of it just kind of spews for an hour, and then I go, okay, you're done, and I box them. Then I go watch Netflix or something. And so it's such an interesting thing to it's therapeutic, but then it's also entertaining, and it's entertaining because it's therapeutic. So um, it's very fun. It's that keeping it alive, keeping the puppet looking at you, and you reacting is such a big thing. Otherwise it's just hacky ventriloquism is hacky because it hasn't been fully refined, and that's what we're trying to teach in the university, is that there's the levels, and the reason why Dunham's at his level or Darcy's at hers or Vader's at his is because they've put in the work. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been putting the work in for a very long time, and we absolutely enjoy watching you in that. And that's why we loved having you come back on the show. When Mark told me that, like, I'm going to get Landon to come back on the show, I was like, how are you going to get him to come back on the show? It was a shit show the last time. I was like, I think we just interviewed you a bunch, and I was like, I don't want to just interview him. I want him to
My
like,
exact
come on and
words
do his
to
own
his publicist or whatever, I told her that we wanted to talk about the university. And since he first came on, we learned a bunch of stuff, and we want to show it and do it better.
Yep.
Love it.
We're learning as we go, if that's okay.
That's the key, right? That's what you got to do. Yeah.
That's right. All right, I want to do 60 seconds. Can I get 60 seconds? I'm going to do some speedball. I'm going to do a little speedball questioning. You can say yes or no. That's all they are.
Okay.
Ready? All right. 60 seconds. Ready? Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Are you still living in, and we already discussed this, you don't because you moved. Where did you move to?
Las Vegas.
All right. Are you driving a new car?
No.
How since the show, how many more fans, if any, have you gotten from the show?
Staggering 3, maybe? I haven't checked. That's not a yes or no, Brian.
Oh, my bad. Do you bar hop?
No. Jackie does because he's a rabbit. So
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a jackalope. I mean, what do you
Yeah.
want from him?
Yeah, close enough. Rabbit jackalope. Yeah, he's.
And finally, have you caught any of our previous shows?
Oh my God, I haven't.
hell
I haven't
no.
even
It's
caught my
okay,
own
it's
life.
okay. It's
I'm
okay.
really
We
caught up
forgive
on
you.
what's happening with my personal stuff. Yeah.
Now you said and I'm gonna get him off his 60 seconds because he's already
I'm
lost
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
You said that you might be going on tour. Do you know when?
Yeah, we're scheduling doing these little theaters in the Midwest, and so we've got a couple dates coming up in, I think it's late November, in Kentucky, doing a little theater out there, and so we're getting there. And the tour name is Damaged Goods, so it's very exciting. I
Damaged
haven't
goods.
announced it yet, but so I'll announce it here. Yes, Landon Harvey's Damaged Goods tour. So it'll be me and all the characters people know of me: Jackie, Bill the Zombie, and Mervin, and then a couple others, and maybe even a new one that's in development. So we'll see.
Oh,
But yeah, it's
is
been
his
been a
name
treat
Mark?
putting my. No, Mark's the one after the current one. A jackalope with fleas. Yes, yeah, he does have fleas. Yeah.
So that tour, how many states did you say? Did you mention how many states?
He didn't say how many
No,
states.
Okay.
it's to be announced. We're kind of just doing it by state right now. Yeah, but we are
Yes.
getting a ton of requests. Come to my city, come to my state, and so we're really trying to occupy that and kind of filter in, like, where's the best place to go on this, because this will be my first tour, so we're very excited and just trying to make sure that we approach it through all angles and hear the fans out on it.
That's going to be absolutely amazing for you guys. I think.
Oh,
Are you
gosh.
guys going to rent like a tour bus, or are you going to just fly or drive, or do you have any idea?
Yeah, probably fly, which is its own hassle, shipping all the guys there. Then some of them going through carry on, and some of them, going through TSA and all that fun stuff. But yeah, probably just fly it, for now.
I
The
can
tour
see
bus is
TSA.
Have you
one
ever
day,
screwed with TSA?
I got a body in there.
One time I have this little dog character named Biscuit, and
Yeah.
people love him, and he has I built all my stuff. So he's got this beanbag body, like it's an insert into his body to weigh him. So he'll sit on the stand. And I guess when you put that through a scanner in TSA, it looks like, gun ammo or something, and so it beeps and it starts going off. And I'm going, why are they holding? And I go, oh shit, it's Biscuit. He's in there, and there's that black little case with all those pellets in it, and they're plastic pellets. Um, and so this big African American pulls this little dog puppet out of the case, and he's looking at me. I'm over off to the side, and I've got this whole line of people trying to get through TSA, going, "What's going on?" And I go, "I'm a ventriloquist," and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he doesn't hand me Biscuit to prove it. He puts Biscuit on and starts doing I kid you not. Starts doing, like, he's like entertaining himself now, going, "Hey, I think I can do this." And so he starts performing. And I swear, I really wish I had a camera guy with me, because it would have been the funniest video clip for my YouTube and socials to have that. And he like did his little thing, and he goes, "Okay." He realized he couldn't do it, and then he handed it to me, and he goes, "Yeah, just make sure that you take that out and check it." So now I have to. But yeah, every once in a while something comes up where I do get to screw with the TSA and throw my voice or something to that caliber. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I used to be able to do the throwing the voice, but only with like a bark. Like I used to do it at a print shop that I used to work at, and everybody's like, "The hell? Do you guys hear a dog?" And I'm like, "No, don't hear a dog."
Cool.
I can't
That's
do it
great.
anymore. It's what happens when you get old, I guess. So
Yeah.
keep honing your craft, kid, because you got it. So
Thanks.
business cards for the university. That's what you got to do. You got to take a bunch of them when you're at TSA and they go through your stuff. You just be like, "Here you go. You can do it. Here's my
Yeah,
card."
exactly. I loved it. The guy could not have been, visually different from me, and he's up there with this little dog puppet, just, doing his thing. And they're all going, what is that? So it's hilarious. I should have pulled out a card and gone, "Here you go." It's wonderful.
Did he have
Yeah.
at least a good voice? That did he change his voice in any way to build a
No,
character?
I think he was just enthralled with the puppet. I think he was just trying to figure it out. He's like, "Okay, put my hand in, and then maybe I can try to talk." I mean, it was very, very new to him. It wasn't, anything seasoned where, like, give a puppet to someone that's been doing it for a while, and they go, "Okay, well, this is the voice that it would have," or this is kind of the internet. We had our ventriloquist convention this year, and I went to this dealer's table, and I saw this puppet that I kind of fell in love with, and I kind of tried it on. And I go, "Oh, this would be perfect for it to move like this, or for it to kind of cock its head at me this way. So, the longer you're in it, the more you realize a puppet's abilities and things that work for it and against it. All of that. Once again, the university, all this fun stuff that you'll learn there.
Yep. What is that website so we can make sure that everybody goes to the website to be able to check it out? I know I pulled it up here a second ago. I have ventriloquistuniversity.com.
That's it. And if you go on landonharvey.com and scroll down and click the photo of me in the grad cap, it'll go to it as well. So we've got it everywhere. Yeah.
The one in the grad cap. I don't see that one.
All the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm messing up. I'm already messing stuff up over here. I'm not going to mess with it. So, new house. You got a red background now. I noticed that. So
yes.
Is the brick wall coming back?
The brick wall is still coming back for branding, but this will help me with the, it really pops against the puppets. So we're going to try this for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who made the drawing or the painting?
This is by Arlene Silver Van Dyke, Dick Van Dyke's wife.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I built, I built his website for them, and I did that last October. So I help people with their brands and their online presence and all that. I've got to perform at their Halloween parties that they have, and so this is from her stuff. She does art and all kinds of different stuff on the side. It's really wonderful.
I want to share real quick your that website so people can find it and click on that. So there you go, guys. It's Learn Ventriloquism with Landon. And so if I click here, it's going to take me right to Landon University. That's it. That was easy. That's super easy.
Yeah.
That's what I did earlier.
Well,
yeah, and then when we start promoting it, we'll have clips of the different lessons that we offer, and I'll be sharing it on my Instagram and with links and all that typical stuff, so people can find out about it.
And just keep mentioning it on your TikTok that is coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That way people can follow you there as well. I know you have a really huge following. You are at, do you know what your numbers are at on TikTok and you have Facebook Reels, right? Do you do Facebook Reels?
Yeah, we do some Facebook stuff every once in a while, and the Instagram thing.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, all that. YouTube Shorts, we do on occasion. So, yeah, we do all.
Do you know your numbers on that roughly? Right around.
I don't. I know on TikTok.
A lot.
According to his website, he has like over 60 million subscribers.
No, views.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, views.
Calm down, Mark. Whoa.
I'll give him 60 million subscribers. Come on.
Awesome. But, yeah. One day soon. Yeah. Now, if I could just get a subscriber for every view, it'd be fantastic. Or $1 even. I'd take $1. I don't need a subscriber. No, it's been since 2019. So 63 million views and counting. So that's collectively for all the characters.
Somebody did the math for you on TikTok.
Main TikTok is at 1.2 and your backup is at 27,000.
Yes.
Good God, dude.
Yeah, God. we have a backup called Low Key Landon, which is my other TikTok page for when my main gets banned because the puppet says something out of touch. So
I think that's why I don't do a lot of TikToks myself. I mean,
talk about secondhand embarrassment. Yeah.
At least you can blame it on the puppet instead of him.
There you go.
Let me ask you a question. The leather jacket. Talk to me. I love it.
It's all branding, It's I'm the bad boy of ventriloquism, so I gotta keep on brand. I've got weird puppets. Yeah, I've got to have the leather jacket. I've got to have the weird the rabbit with horns, the dead guy with the maggot. The all the stuff that you will see soon. That's just even wackier than what I've done. So it's very very on point. I'm trying to really make sure that my stuff fits within the whole Vegas theme as well. And my character Mervin, I didn't realize until I'm moving here how well he fits in as a tourist here. Um, he's he's got the Hawaiian shirt, he's got the Crocs. I'm gonna get him some like thick, as seen on TV, those like old people glasses that people wear when they go outside. It'll be hilarious.
What
And
are
that's
those
the main thing is you want it to be relatable.
blue blockers? You got to
Yeah,
find blue blockers.
yeah,
That's what they were
yeah,
called back in the day. Remember
yeah,
those old ass sunglasses, Mark?
Yeah.
You still got a pair of them, right?
I'm not that old.
yeah.
Yes, you are.
No, you're older than me.
Whatever.
Only by a few months, but still.
So real quick, tomorrow I'm going to a football game and going to see the Steelers take on Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay.
Oh, cool.
Super excited about that. My wife then leaves me for Alaska. And I've asked her to please, for the love of God, go salmon fishing. I don't know if anybody that's watching has tried salmon fishing. Let us know how it is. My wife's very apprehensive on certain things, but she said, I'm absolutely going to try it. And I said, good. I can't wait. I've watched videos. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's bears, and you got to chase. You got to get the fish, and then you got to run from the bear. So it's going to be a good time. I wish you had a female puppet. I'd interview her for the show.
I have two.
Yeah, you got to watch you got to watch his stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've got a little maggot named Maggie the Maggot that pops out of Bill the Zombie's head, and she's they've really become a comedic duo. And then I've got Pirate Patty, which is Mervin's semi love interest at the retirement home that he attends. So
I remember that one. She was on one of your Christmas things, wasn't she? What you did a Christmas kind of thing?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I feel like that's the very first time I seen her, and I was like, what the hell? I've never seen him with that puppet before.
Yeah, she's a joke that went awry, but yeah, she's fun.
Well, Heather, you're just gonna have to watch some more of his TikToks, or go to his YouTube page.
Yep,
you might have it there too.
All right. Well, man, we have hit 47 minutes in. You can go a full hour. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, Landon?
Oh gosh, anything else that I want to talk about?
I know you want to tell us the new puppet's name, or at least
he needs a gangster puppet living in Vegas.
A gangster puppet. Follow me on Instagram. I mean, we're hoping to get some other things cooking out here in Vegas. So, follow me for updates. My big goal is to be performing more live and consistent venues aside from the touring. So stay tuned for that. And then also we're really adamant about creating a community with Ventriloquist University and everything that we're pouring into that. So just stay tuned for all of that. It's exciting. It's been a lot of work, a lot of late nights, a lot of people, messaging me on the Discord. Is Landon alive? Is he okay? Where is he? Yeah, he's in the middle of a move and he's tying up this loose end and that loose end, and it's hard being real self-produced. But I think that if you're an artist, it's important to have a sense of community with other people, to know that you're not alone in your struggles. I think it's been the biggest thing for me lately. It's just knowing that this is part of developing something that's going to be bigger than yourself, and it's going to be received by people in a positive way. So
now, you said that you have some of the ventriloquists, some of the bigger ones, or in the community that is going to do some lectures or some stuff for the university, right?
Yes.
Is Terry Fader one of them?
He is.
Sweet.
Damn, you're getting all the secrets out, Mark.
No, I mean, if anything, that's just another reason to do it. I mean, if people are going to do it, I mean, he's awesome. You're going to find, I I don't see too many flaws, if any, in his what he does. He is a well-rounded comedian. He's got the act down, and I mean, that is one person that you said that you looked up to, and I mean that's a good one.
Yeah, he's very natural on stage. I've had the fortunate opportunity to see his show multiple times and then see it from the wings of the stage, back behind everything, kind of watch him on the monitors. And the biggest thing I get from Terry is the nuance in performing. He's very, very casual, very in the moment with the characters. And so he'll be doing a course that is on throwing your voice. So that's something that we'll be filming here soon, and that'll be on the Senior Event University, because that's going into, now you've learned ventriloquism, now you learn how to throw your voice, and he has one of the best distant voices, which is what that is, the distant voice, making it appear like the voice is coming from across the room. He's got one of the best ones in the business, so it'll be great to have him instructing on that.
That's awesome. No, that's a really, really good thing.
Yeah.
Have you done any comedy clubs?
I have, yes.
And are you going to do some more of those in Vegas? I know you just moved. I know you're probably still getting over jet lag. It always takes me about a week or two to get over
jet lag. They're in the same zip code or area code. They're in the same area code about where he lived, so it's not that big of a difference.
No, he moved.
I moved from Texas.
From Texas, yeah.
Well, that's one over, right? One time zone
over. No, bud. No, Vegas is near California.
I know that. I know that, but how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, never mind.
He moved like, what did you say? 1,400 miles? Is that what it was?
It was like 18 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, that's
2
hours. You drove.
You drove.
Never mind. I forgot.
Okay.
I was thinking jet. I was thinking you flew for some reason. I remember.
Yeah, well, I've gotten the opportunity to do clubs and open for friends of mine that do clubs. And they're a lot of fun, and they're electric, and the ceilings are low, and the laughs really hit. But the problem is when you've got a show with 5 puppets, you can't do comedy clubs because there's nowhere to put them. You got to hide them in trunks and all this stuff. And I've got sets now and all this other stuff that I'm wanting to delve into with more of a stage performance. And so it's really going to be more of these theaters that we're going to be booking for the tour, and hopefully something a bit more of a permanent residency. We'll just follow us online. Yeah.
We absolutely will.
Hey Brian, we actually have a big theater at the Lecanto complex. Might be able to get him there.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
I know. We'll probably have to go to Tampa or something to see him.
Yeah, when you listen, I think that you'll probably end up doing a show in Tampa. Somebody's going to call you one day and be like, "Hey, I'm a promoter for such and such. Would you come to Tampa and do a show or do, a series of shows?" Because that's typically what's happening right now. Is a lot of people from TikTok are actually getting picked up by bigger venues in the Tampa Bay area for some reason.
Yeah,
I think that's great though. Good for you guys.
A friend of ours, his name's Bryce Tucker. He's going to be doing one in Tampa here soon.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And he does stand up. He's funny as hell. Yeah. So if you get a chance to check him out, check him out.
He's on TikTok.
Yeah. Too. It's an interesting thing. Back then it used to be, so-and-so comedian was on Johnny Carson, and now it's, as seen on YouTube and TikTok, and it sounds silly, but it's true. You get your own following, and then you can really, people will come out to see you. So
that's how I've been. A lot of my songs that I've been listening to are from TikTok. Is people, promoting their own stuff, and they got great music and all that. And it's the same with you. You're great at what you're doing, and I can't wait to see you live. That's one show. Yeah, that's one show I will go watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, more power to the artists, and just the ability to put your stuff out there. That's why TikTok was so great for all of us. Is because it allowed us to reach people in a way that no other platform had, and now everyone's trying to emulate it. So.
Yeah, so it wasn't like somebody had to come looking, and hey, what do you do, and do you want to sign up for this program and stuff like that? Because you put it out there on TikTok, and then people are like, oh my God, I want to watch more. I want to know who you are. they
Yeah.
delve into who you are and stuff. And I think that that is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, you have a great following there on TikTok. I know you've got a really good following on Facebook and on Insta. I don't even know how to use Instagram. I just see you on there all the time. I'm like, oh,
I just use it for advertisement. I mean, same with TikTok right now. I need to get off my butt and actually find funny stuff from our, some of our stuff and do it. But
get it together, sir.
I just haven't yet.
Once I get this new puppet, I won't need you anymore.
Yeah, Marcus
I could just,
Roy, that's great.
I could just imagine. Okay, go on originaldummy.com and then submit your stuff. I could
Submit
just
your
imagine what
sketches,
it's
your
like.
design work. Yeah, it's perfect.
You've done a bunch of these, right? For folks that from the original dummy website, you've done a bunch of these, right?
Yeah, I did. People all over. I've built multiple puppets for Terry Fader. I built puppets for the initial guy that got me into ventriloquism. I've built puppets for collectors and people that are fans of mine on TikTok that want to own something that's built by me. People all over the world. Some of my best friends have bought puppets from me, and some of them have become my best friends because they met me through the building, and then it leads to one thing, and it's been at first it was a neat way to network with people, and now it's like a side thing that I really enjoy when I'm not building stuff for myself, is to be able to consult them on the character process and deliver them something that's unique and
yeah, it's really
performable.
good. It's really, really cool what you do with that process. You have a YouTube channel. Wasn't the building of Bill on one of your YouTubes? Wasn't that like a whole segment that you did?
Yeah,
Because I know you
did
built Bill and then you built a second Bill, or you tweaked them.
I'm on my fourth Bill the Zombie. He's made a couple different variations, and I'm finally happy with the way he looks. And that's the other thing, is I always wanted I'm like, this will be it, and it'll be perfect, and it never really is. There's always when you want to improve, there's always room to tweak it. And when I introduced the new Bill, people had a problem with it because it didn't look like the old one, and then people got used to it. And now I'm happy with the way he looks. But yeah, I had a couple time-lapse videos of builds with Bill and just other things, so people understand. I mean, this is like a 7-minute video of like a 14-hour process. So
Yeah.
it's sped up, but this is me building the head, or this is how much time goes into me working in my Texas garage. This is a commission, and when people go, why does it cost that, or why does this take that much time? I send them that. I go, this is my process, and every puppet I build is a one-off, which means I'm patterning it from the design that I consult with. So this is not a set of patterns that's duplicated and then a couple features are changed. This is uniquely yours. So as I build for myself, that's why all my puppets are different height, and I mean all of their mug shots would be hilarious because they're all different and various, and different heights. And
I would love to see that picture. I would love to see that picture. The mug shots.
Yeah.
Landon's at it's the usual suspect. Landon's standing there in the middle, like,
oh shit,
with the leather jacket on.
That.
Yeah. The usual suspects, dude. Do you know the movie?
No, I don't.
You got to watch the movie. It's about the usual suspects. It's really, really good. And all I'm going to say is Kaiser Soze is in the movie the entire time. And when you find him, you're going to be like, holy crap.
Wow.
Watch the movie. You'll love it. It's an older movie, but it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I'm a big movie guy. So that's wonderful.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark, you got any other questions
there
for
we
Landon?
Go. You just gave him next season's poster.
Yeah. I put out posters as merch, and
oh yeah,
they're always fun
we've
to
seen.
design. So yeah, so we've got the idea already cooking. That's great. Yeah.
Mark, do you have any other questions for Mr. Landon?
No. Not at this
time. We borrowed all your time, dude. We were like
I'm spent. No, it's great. Yeah, Puppets, the original dummy, Landon Venting everywhere online. Ventriloquist University for when you want to learn about it. And yeah, just follow me in the puppet chaos. Eventually, we'll probably do TikTok. Yep, we do the live streams
TikTok,
there.
Facebook, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are not watching Landon, you're not doing it right. I'm telling you, the kid is. I call you a kid. I'm sorry.
He's got something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's absolutely fantastic. So
I mean, he's the same age as my daughter, and I still call her a kid.
It's because we got kids his age. That's why. All right, Landon. Once again, from us here at Talking Shttt, we want to thank you for your time. And if there's anything that you ever want to talk about and you need a platform, we're open, dude. Just shout out to us and be like, hey guys, I got something I want to put out on the show.
Yeah, but I have no problem having him on, but he has his own platforms that he'll do that on.
I know he does. I know he does. Share the wealth, man. Just bring them on over. Bring everybody over here. Tell them, come watch us.
Yeah.
We're going to be on Talking Shttt. This is what's happening. And make sure you check these bad boys out. These new Talking Shttt t-shirts.
Turn it around.
Okay, fine.
Hold on.
Which one of you is the wolf?
We don't know. That our friend designed it for us and we were like, yeah, we're going to go with it.
Nice.
We liked it. We were like, holy crap, I really like that design. So we went with it. So, sometimes things happen for a reason. I mean, it's like,
it's nice seeing Landon talk to real people for a change.
Yeah, Naya doesn't count. So. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Naya is one of the many people from our Discord, just so you know. I'm not out here roasting people without their
consent.
No. Reading the comments, I figured that.
Yeah.
Max is another one from your Discord that was
going back and forth. We love Max. Yep.
How do we follow the Discord? We go to
Oh God, there's a link in my Instagram that will lead you there. Link to in my Instagram and TikTok. It's my Cameo link, so you can check that out.
Okay.
It's the Landon Harvey Discord, so you can join that. We have a lot of fun. I share new updates on the Discord before anything else, and we've kind of got this neat community there, and it's been neat. At our ventriloquist convention, we had a couple of the members from the Discord actually meet up, and we were able to do the first kind of fan meetup, which was really, really cool, hanging out with Jackie and all of them, and taking photos and stuff, cool. And then also kind of seeing part of my world and the whole vent scene. So it's neat.
That is really, really cool. Last question I'm going to ask you. Did you move to Vegas by yourself or did you move with the family?
Brian, I'm never by myself. I've got an old man, a jackalope, a dead guy, a maggot. No, I moved by myself. Yeah, it was, I had some help from my family who have been very encouraging in the process. And I left with myself, my stuff, and many, many puppet trunks.
Gotcha. And I know you got some siblings there they're looking out for you and going, we can't wait to see him hit the big stage. I know mom and dad are like that, right? So can't wait.
Yeah,
they
are.
My son. So
yeah, it's they never thought that this 6-year-old with a puppet would ever, amount to anything bigger than that in terms of that scale. And so it's kind of been a weird ride for it. They kind of don't understand it, and I kind of have to show them. I'm like, this is how it's going, and this is, I'm doing this here and I'm doing this here, and they're like, oh, okay, so you're actually able to make a career out of that. That's great, So it's.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if I could have done it, I would have been on board 100% of the time. I would have been 6 years old, learning how to do ventriloquism, honing that craft. Man, I'm telling you, you do have something. You have something special, and we always cannot wait to see what you're going to do next. We will continue to follow. We will absolutely continue to follow you, and don't forget about us when you do make it big and you do a show, a huge show. Here in Tampa, just reach out to us, be like, hey guys, I'm doing a show in Tampa. I know you guys wanted to come, and we will be there 100%.
Absolutely. We'll get you tickets. That'll be great.
All right. Yeah. And hopefully we'll get you back on here after you get the university launched and stuff.
Get settled, get your stuff going.
Yeah, get the university launch, get the new character out, and maybe we'll debut it here. Who knows? That'd be kind of fun.
If
That'd
you're
be
in,
cool.
we're in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, and so we can close up or go off for the night.
All righty. Thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Landon.
Have a good one.
Man, that was awesome, dude. That's Landon venting. Landon venting. The kid is absolutely fantastic, Mark. He has started a university. He's super huge on TikTok. He's got just this great following of people, as well as this new Discord that I just found out about. So now I'm going to jump in. I want to be a part of that too.
Do you even have a Discord?
Yeah, it's on my phone. Do you want to see it?
Oh,
Yes,
I have one. I have it on my.
Yes,
phone.
I have a Discord.
I didn't know if you did or not, but I was like, okay.
But the move, he's doing big things, man. Moving to the Vegas area and stuff like that. So
And he did it right, and moving to Vegas where he's got bigger stages and
I'm sorry, my headset went out. So
yeah, I said he did it right. He moved to he moved to Vegas where there's bigger stages and more opportunities.
So guys, if you don't know who he is, that's Landon Harvey. You can find him on TikTok. Just type in Landon Venting. What was the secondary page that they had? I can't remember what it is. And
low key.
There you go. And stay tuned because he did let it kind of out of the bag about the Damaged Goods show. So be on the lookout for that, guys.
Yeah. He says join my Discord too. Well,
it's low key Landon.
Low key Landon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If he want us to join yours, Basement Surge, you got to join ours. We have nobody except me. I don't put it out there just yet. I still trying to learn certain things.
Mark is on the precipice of learning things, and he's just got to keep going forward.
I'm trying.
Mark, you got to build this show. And while you're doing that, let everybody know where they can find our t-shirts, because I got some of these shirts that we got to get rid of. I mean, sell.
Yeah, not get rid of, sell. We have, wonderful, wonderful shirts that are $20 for small, medium, large,
and
extra
XL.
large, and $22 for XXL and higher. And we're doing basically what you said, $10 flat
Yeah,
rate?
it's like $10.95 for the shipping, $10 for shipping. So let's call it $30 on a large.
Shipping went up a lot.
It did, unfortunately. But hey, listen, we want to put our product out there, and we appreciate you guys wearing that merch and giving us an opportunity to be seen by people that you may know. So once again, guys, we do appreciate everyone that does watch our show. We appreciate everyone who showed up tonight and caught Landon. You can always find him on his socials at Landon Venting. Check him out. Check us out on Talking Shttt over here on Facebook and YouTube. Mark, where else are you playing us at? LinkedIn?
Yeah, LinkedIn. That's and that's just because we keep getting views off that. I mean, I was doing it on Twitter, or X, or whatever the hell they want to call it nowadays, but it's less and less people that I'm getting on that.
And because you tuned into our show, we want you to head on over to YouTube as well and check out another little show called The Basement Surge, as well as The Basement Ladies. Check those guys out. That is John and Heather and they are absolutely fantastic folks. They have supported Talking Shttt. You'll catch us on there every once in a blue. You might catch one of them on the show here soon. Isn't that
You
right,
mean like
Mark?
next Thursday?
Next Thursday? What happens next Thursday, sir?
Heather will be on our show from Basement Ladies.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. We're going to talk about boobs, bras, maybe some period. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
What about hold on? What about panties too?
I mean,
I don't want to
whatever,
talk about. I'm not talking about periods. I'll walk away for that one. But I'll talk about everything else.
Oh man, no, we want to get her on the show. We want to find out more about what the Basement Ladies is all about, and give her an opportunity to show on our channel as well. But you know, if boobs come up in the conversation, I'm not going to be mad. I'm just saying, happens.
That's my favorite topic. Boobs.
I know, Mark. No, listen. Here's the thing: if we could have made a podcast about porn stars, Mark would have been all over it like chocolate on a Reese's. You know what I'm saying?
Hey! I'm still determined on that one.
Okay, so if anybody knows any porn stars and want to have them reach out to Mark, his phone number is 352.
Don't do it, or I'll put yours out.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
I'll tell him to call you at work.
All right, so we need to come up with some better outro music, but we are going to be outro, I think, right, Mark?
Yes.
We got Heather coming up next week.
We got Heather coming up, and then after that, we have. I'm still working on that one, but at the end of the month, we get Beatrice. She rescheduled for the 31st of this month, and I can't wait for that one. But yeah, Bopoli.
Beatrice Bopoli.
Yep, that's it.
That is the woman who played Freddy Krueger's mom,
Amanda Krueger.
Amanda Krueger, in
Part
Nightmare
5.
on Elm Street Part 5.
Yeah, I just went back and watched that the other day, just to refresh my memory. But
all right,
until then, we're out of here.
See you guys. Get so bad. Get so bad.